Hello, my name is JustWyren and welcome back to episode 16 of Survival, and this one will be the last. Now, I'm sorry if you thought I was back making videos again. I am not. I just wanted to make one last video to say goodbye. I know it's been a while, I didn't have the motivation to do this, but this survival series and this YouTube channel overall has been such a fun journey that I had to end it in a clean way. Now, I will be putting a download link to this world as well as to my building world down in the description, and if everything goes well, I should be releasing this video on Christmas. This is why I'm wearing my Christmas outfit, and this is also why I built a kind of Christmas hat to this tower. I find it hilarious, to be honest. It looks so nice. So yeah, as I was saying, I should be releasing this video on Christmas, so the world download to this world and to my building world will be like my Christmas gift to you guys. Anyway, as you may have seen at the start of the video, even though I have been off YouTube for a few months, I haven't been making videos, but I have still been building. As you can see, I have built a huge cliff range, kind of. I don't know what you would call this, but I find it ironic because at the start of this series, my plan was to cover the whole island with builds and stuff like that. And instead of building on the island that already existed, I created more land. Why? I'm not sure, and ouch, that hurts. But anyway, as this is my last video on this world, I thought it would be a good idea to go on a world tour. That way we can see all the progress we've made from the start and how exactly we ended up here. Also, at the time of recording that video, I am 1 subscriber away from 500 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed and you see we are still at 499 subscribers, please be that 500th subscriber. Because I don't plan on making any more videos, or at least not anytime soon, but it would be such a great milestone to hit as I end this survival series. And I am going to sleep. That's a good spot to sleep. Yeah, that's comfortable and stuff. Good. Anyway, I've been talking for way too long already, so I think we should get started with the world tour. So, not much happened in episode 1. We spawned somewhere over there, yeah, right on this hill here, I believe. And then I ventured a bit towards this river and ended up settling right here on this sand island. What is that skeleton doing? Oh wait, actually! That skeleton was standing in our first ever tunnel. That's where we dug our first blocks of stone. Wow, this is cool. But as I was saying, we didn't do much in episode 1 except getting basic stuff. We only really started building in episode 2 because episode 2 is the episode where I built this starter house. Now at the time it didn't have nearly as much detail, and it didn't have an interior either. Now there is still this dragon egg cooking in the chimney. I don't know how much time it's gonna take for it to turn into an omelette, but yeah, I'm going to leave it here for now. And also, I remember I came up with that stupid system that I have been using ever since to get to the second floor. You have to flick trapdoors and it's just messed up. For some reason, I didn't just put a ladder here. I had to do it here where there was no space and everything. Oh, that's our first pickaxe. As you can see, it mined 3 stone blocks and then I never ever used it again. This pickaxe is one of the oldest things that are in this world. Incredible. And then we have sort of an attic here with some empty chests. This is where I used to store all of my junk and all of my garbage before I had a storage house. But now that I do have a storage house, all of this is empty. Now in episode 3 we went on top of the Nether, and you might be wondering, why am I going in this direction if we're going to the top of the Nether? And this is because, yeah, that's right, this right here, this portal in the sky is the Nether portal, the safety Nether portal that we had built when we went on top of the Nether roof for the first time. and it is still here. It was just like safety portal. So that means we just have a random nether portal on top of the ocean somewhere that we will find when we will be in episode 50 with Elytras. Now, I'm kinda tempted to go through it just to see what will happen. And that just created a new portal. And I'm lost. No, okay. Please don't kill me. Oh! Actually, that's right above my... Wait. More piglins. Yeah, actually, that's right above my portal. So that's the portal we just created. And this is the portal to my industrial district. This is not far away. And I'm totally going to get killed if I stay here. So yeah, as you can see, there is still a twisting vine here. And oh yeah, I forgot how massive I made that hole. You can literally fly through it. Oh, that took so much time. But at first, yeah, this hole was just a 1x1 hole you had to climb through. And what we did in episode 3 is we built this amazing hoglin farm. And the thing is, like, this is just a few blocks of cobblestone, but look at how much it produces. I haven't AFK'd here since episode 5, okay? This pork chop here has been here for like months, and I never got through it all because it just produced so much. And leather as well, like I have 10 stacks of leather. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, this farm is definitely one of the best ideas I ever had. Of course, this is not my design. I believe Razeworks made it, so yeah, full credits to him for that. But this farm is just insane, insanely overpowered. And this is also around the time when we got an enchanting table. Because of the hoglin farm, I was able to get leather, I believe, and I remember building my enchanting table somewhere around here, and I didn't have a place to put it at the time, so it just sat here on this sand island for like 10 episodes before I built the library. Now in episode 4, I built this house, and I remember wanting to build this roof really badly out of warped wood and dark prismarine, but I had none of these two materials, so I went and explored the nether for like hours to get warped wood, and also I raided an ocean temple to get dark prismarine. But in the end, I definitely think it was worth it. I mean, this house looks so cool. And it's at the end of episode 4 that we built this bridge as well. I remember wanting to be able to go underneath the bridge with a boat like this because it's just so cool. I ended up doing that like 5 times and then never did it again. But yeah, I think it's a cool feature anyway. This place is so noisy. I'm going to have to turn down the volume of villagers because otherwise I'm going to go totally crazy. But anyway, in episode 5 we built this thing here. I'm not sure you can quite see what it is. It's a villager breeder. Basically this villager here gives carrots to these two, and oh, I remember having so much trouble with these villagers getting out of their cell here and this villager here getting in the beds. As you can see, I had to turn these blocks here into dirt, place cobblestone, add more trapdoors. And overall, this thing here gave me so much trouble, but in the end it was totally worth it. Because in episode 6 I built an iron farm, and I'm going to go there in a second, but these villagers allowed me to trade iron for emeralds, and because I built this iron farm, I basically had access to infinite emeralds. And as you can see, yeah, I still have a few. I'm just going to sleep really quickly and then go to the iron farm, which is on the other side of the ocean over there. Now that I have elytra, I don't even bother going through the nether. I just fly over the ocean, and I think it's a bit faster. Here it is, the iron farm. Now this zombie here with... I forgot we gave him a dragon head. Wait, is he named? Oh, no, okay, I'm alive. I am alive. I'm still alive. Is he named? Joe Drabby. Oh, yeah, I remember. I asked for a name in the comments, and like there were two names. One said Joe, and the other one said Drabby, so I just gave him the two names. Why did I do that? It's so stupid. But anyway, this farm here produces tons upon tons of iron. If we go down here, as you can see, I have some killing chambers for the golems. And oh, there is still a lot of iron. And this is just one chest. We have 4 of these in the 4 corners of the farm. So that means we have, yeah, 4 times that amount of iron. I think this farm I designed from Nambom, and again, it's completely, I mean, it's stupidly efficient. Like, it doesn't even make sense having that much iron for one person. I mean, you can see it in the background. Look, I built a sugarcane farm out of iron blocks, and a creeper farm out of iron blocks too. Like, how rich can you be? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, now I'm going to fly back to my village, and oh my god, the view of this loading in, it's just so great. I am so proud of this build. It looks so good. But anyway, yeah, this here, this orange building, the library, that's what I built in episode 7. I was pretty proud of it, but I have to say, this here, this library, is the most inefficient villager trading hall I have ever built and ever seen. I mean, there's villagers in the walls, there's a villager right here, and then another right here. There is even a villager at the top of the tower, right here. You have to climb like 1500 stairs to get to this one villager. This is the least efficient thing I have ever built, but I like it. I like it a lot. I think this building looks cool. It's pretty big. In my opinion, it's like the central piece of this part of the village here. Now, I didn't build anything in episode 8, rather I destroyed things. More precisely, I destroyed the dragon. Yeah, that's right, in episode 8 I went to the end, killed the dragon and got myself these wonderful elytras that I don't know how to use. This is also the episode where I got shulker boxes, and let me tell you, it was just the greatest thing not having to move around full inventories of junk everywhere. Shulker boxes are like the best item in the game after elytras. But anyway, I am going to go back to my industrial district once again, because in episode 9 we built a firework factory, as I remember calling it. Actually, yeah, it was a sugarcane farm and a gunpowder farm. This thing that you see in the air right there produces gunpowder, and it is pretty efficient. This is my own design, and I designed this sugarcane farm myself too. I mean, it's nothing complicated, but still, I am quite proud of it, because as you can see, yeah, it produces like quite a fair bit of sugarcane. And even this gunpowder farm, like, it's not the most efficient farm I have ever seen, but still, I keep crafting a ton of fireworks all the time, and as you can see, I still have half of a double chest full with gunpowder. I am pretty happy with this build. And also, this obsidian block here, in this tree, I don't know where it came from. I don't even remember placing it there. I mean, I must have placed it there because obsidian doesn't generate in trees, but still, why would I have done that? It just doesn't make sense. There are so many things in this world that don't make sense, and I love it. We built this cool house over here in episode 10, as well as a huge wool farm inside of it, and actually not really inside, more like under it. As you can see, this goes really deep, and we have one sheep for each color of wool, so we have double chests upon double chests of red wool, for example, but also purple wool. We have a pillager here. These guys are just in the weirdest places. I don't get why. So as I was saying, this farm produces tons upon tons of every color of wool. So there's green here, brown, we also have white, black, we just have every color of wool in the game. Now, at the start of episode 11, the situation with my chests got to a point where I just couldn't ignore it anymore. my house was so full of junk, because since episode 2, when I built this house, I had been storing everything I had in this small starter house here, so it just became a mess and I had to do something about it. So in episode 11 I built this storage house over there. I'm doing parkour, wow. And yeah, I love this design, especially with this block here, the, what's it called, red glazed terracotta. It just looks so good. And as you can see over there, I also built another red roof recently, even though this one is a bit more themed around Christmas. I still don't know why there is a ladder here, because, well, the attic is empty. Like, there's nothing in there. I never decorated this place, so this ladder is pretty useless. But if we go into the basement, as you can see, I have plenty of storage space, and I'm using almost every chest up until this row, I believe, but all of these are empty, so as you can see, I still have some space. And everything is still sorted out perfectly, and I must say, it's pretty handy just knowing where everything is. You need sand, and oh, there it is. If you need food, oh, there's a chest of it here. Oh yeah. I still have more pork chop. I told you, this hoglin farm is insane. While I'm at it, I am also going to grab a few stacks of fireworks because I am running low. Alright, moving on to what we did in episode 12, and actually we didn't build anything in episode 12 because it was like the most chaotic episode I ever recorded. It's the episode in which I got a beacon. As you can see, I still have it. It's right there. I just don't use it because I don't have to dig like huge areas anymore. But yeah, I remember hunting for wither skeletons for like an hour and not getting any heads. And then all of a sudden, I got like 3 or 4 in a row. I'm gonna have to watch this clip again because like it just didn't make sense. Yeah, I just didn't understand how it was possible to get so lucky. I mean, I think in the video I calculated the odds of this, and yeah, the odds were very slim. And after killing these wither skeletons, I went in the mountains over there to the north somewhere to kill the actual wither. And I died so many times, I almost lost my stuff so many times too. This was just so chaotic. I really recommend watching this episode because really it's impossible to sum it up right here in like 10 seconds. But eventually I managed to, ouch, I forgot there was a windmill here. Eventually I managed to kill the wither and I got myself this beacon, which came in pretty handy for episode 13, because in episode 13 I built a slime farm, and if you don't know, to build a slime farm you have to dig a massive hole. And when I say massive, I mean just look at it. It's enormous. Like all of this I had to dig out with my pickaxe, and this wouldn't have been doable without a beacon. And I remember spending a full day sitting on my chair just mining stone, and I must admit it was not the most entertaining thing I have ever done, but in the end this farm turned out pretty well, so I'm not gonna complain. And after I was done with the farm, I also built this storage system for all the slime balls, and as you can see, this farm is doing pretty well. Wow, we have like 6 double chests of slime balls. I am never going to use this much, but yeah, in case we need it, we have it. And another thing that happened in this episode is that we built this slime elevator, and in my opinion this is the best thing I've built in this area. Like, just look at it go. It's just so cool. I have no other words than cool. So yeah, as I was saying, this elevator is one of the greatest things I have ever built, in my opinion, and I'm going to take it one more time, just because... What? Why did it not work? What happened? Wait, does it not work anymore? Why? No! I broke the elevator! Oh no, it's working again. Okay, it's working. I'm fine. Woo! Alright. Episode 14 was one of the biggest and most time-consuming episodes I have ever done, because in episode 14 I built this huge cliff right here, from there to all the way over here. Yeah, it was just like a movie set. You just had the front that looked quite cool, and when you got to the back, there was just nothing. But even though I hadn't built the back, this was so time consuming and so hard to build in survival too. But I am so proud of how it came out that I think it was definitely worth it. And another thing we did in episode 14 is we built this marketplace right here with these zombies hanging out here and selling us stuff. And oh yeah, they have names, I forgot. Sir Nicholas Nicholson 3. We have Gertrude. What are these names? Kevin and Nate. Great. Okay, awesome. At the time I also built this cool fountain and I love it. I think it's so pretty the way the water falls. We had also built these docks, and this was just a small version of what I wanted to build over here underneath the cliff. Here I wanted to build huge docks and have some big ships and boats, but I am not good with building ships, so I never got around to doing it. I think this place looks cool anyway, to be honest. Now moving on to the last episode before this one, episode 15, where we built this huge windmill, and I remember not being able to make a cool looking blade thing. I don't know what it's called, the thing that spins. I struggled a lot with it, so I got inspiration off of a design from Pearlescent Moon, and I think it looks so very cool this way. I'm happy I did that because I wouldn't have been able to build something like this. No! I just destroyed some wheat. That's so sad. But yeah, also, I remember between episodes 14 and 15, I had built the back of this cliff here, and I hadn't built this crop field here yet, but at least it didn't look like a movie set anymore. But the thing was that after building this hill here that was going up, I forgot to light up the area underneath it, and so it became a huge mob farm. There were mobs everywhere, and it was such a pain to light it up, but I managed to do it, and now it's pretty safe. Also, in this same episode, we built this honey farm, which, as you can see, has been producing tons upon tons upon tons of honey, and I think it looks quite cool, to be honest. Now, the last thing we did in episode 15 was that we broke some pillagers' crossbows, and we named them. And somehow four of them ended up in this hole, right here. Yeah, I don't want to know what's going on down there. It looks like a bit of a cult or something, so I'm just going to leave them be and do whatever they want. But yeah, I now have some of these peaceful pillagers a bit everywhere in my village, and they hang out in the weirdest places. And lastly, what we did between episode 15 and today's episode, which is episode 16, is that huge cliff range, as well as that cool Christmas tower at the end of it. And wait, actually no, everything that's here I hadn't built in episode 15. This whole forest and this crop field, all of this I have built after episode 15, and I must say I am so very proud of it. You can just go from the windmill and follow this path here, and there's just such an ambience to it, like you really feel like you're in a forest, and I love this. And when you walk up the path, eventually it gets snowy because we're getting close to the Christmas tower, and if we get in the tower and climb to the top, actually I have built an enchanting room here, and you may be wondering why, because yeah, I already have an enchanting room in my library. But actually I had built this tower when we were at like episode 3 or 4. I had built it in creative, but I didn't have the materials to build it. I didn't have blackstone or basalt, I didn't even have terracotta, so I just left it on the side, and eventually I built this library over there. But yeah, I built the library and I kinda forgot about this tower, and I thought it would be a good idea to place it here, as it's like a kind of isolated wizard tower, and because it's Christmas, you know, I had to give it a Christmas hat. I think it just looks awesome, I love it. So yes, that's about everything we've built. I wouldn't say we've built like enormous things. I haven't got a mega base or anything like that, but the fact that this village is so detailed, I just love it so much. I am very proud of it, and I think it couldn't have been better. Now, as I said at the start of the video, I will be putting the world download to this world and to my building worlds down in the description. So yeah, feel free to expand the village and, I don't know, maybe build a cool castle, just do whatever you want with this world. And also, I am still active on Discord, so you can pop over to my Discord server and send me screenshots of what you've made, if you've decided to download this world and build more things. Now, as I said, I will be giving you the world download to this world, to my survival world, as well as the world download to my building world. And this is the world where I have all of the builds from all of my time lapses, as well as some building experiments, some builds I have never used, so you may come across new things while visiting it. So anyway, I am going to end this video right about here. I think it was great to see what we have built since episode 1. I am so proud of everything in this world, and it was just such a fun journey, so thank you so much for following me through this journey, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, I stopped making videos 3 months ago because I didn't have the time to do so, and I still don't, to be honest. I'm able to make this Christmas video because, well, I'm on holiday, school stopped, so I have free time, but otherwise I am just not able to keep up 2 videos or even 1 video a week. I mean, ever since I stopped making videos, I discovered the concept of like free time. And even though I didn't see videos as actual work, I was enjoying making videos, it was just way too much stress and anxiety for me to handle. So I'm going to stop making videos for now, but who knows, I might be back one day. I'm not saying I will be, but there is a chance that could happen, so maybe stay subscribed and help me reach 500 subscribers. That would be an awesome milestone to hit as I end this survival series and say goodbye to my YouTube channel. So yeah, I think I said everything I had to say. Thank you so much for following me along this journey, for supporting me, and most importantly, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you some other time. Maybe. I don't know, not sure. Anyway, I'll be off for now. Bye!